Hello guys, this is DinoSasha here, and welcome back to another review, and today we're gonna take a look at the figure. It is the Safari Ltd 2007 Stegosaurus. Now, Stegosaurus, which means Groove Lizard, is a genus of the Stegosaurid dinosaur that lives in the late Jurassic period, about 155 to 145 million years ago, what is known as North America. Now, the length for our proximal beast was only at about 7 meters, 23 feet long, and weighs over 3.8 metric tons, or 2.4 short tons. Now, the specimens are much larger in particular ways. Now, despite the fact, Stegosaurus is one of the most popular dinosaurs in the entire world. And basically, Stegosaurus, like Cantrosaurus, Tujangosaurus, Miragaya, and other rest of the relatives, have their same plates. And that's right, Stegosaurus has large plates and a spiky tail called Thagomizer to use it as a protection from predators. Now, Stegosaurus may live in Africa and Europe. Secondly, there are two species of Stegosauruses that thrive, like the Stegosaurus stenops, Ungulalis, and Sulcatus. Now, Stegosauruses have the combination of species and subspecies. Now, they're herbivores, so they mainly eat plants. And because of that, they belong in a much more different lineage. And their closest relative to a Stegosaurus, it's the Cretaceous Warhosaurus. Now, let's talk about the sculpt on this Stego. Now, it is a lovely sculpt on it. It is old, very colorful, but I like the Stegosaurus much. But in 2019, it's released a new model of Stegosaurus, and dinosaurs make it much newer designs, especially my Carnotaurus. Basically I like how dinosaurs with the new color scheme. Basically how Stegosaurus looks perfect to me, and because of that, how magnificent it was. I like a color scheme, because this color scheme on this Stego was really grateful. Now, to be honest, the details and pose, it is good pose, and I like the pose that it was walking pose, but I like the details, because the details are okay, because of the detailing the skin and plates and tail spikes, and I think it's really nice to me. Now, before we do that, let's talk about the color scheme. Color scheme is a really cool exception. It has a beige color scheme-like appearance, with its brownish-like colors on their elephant-like feet, and even the side of the tail. Yeah, basic ways for specifically. And the red colors on their backs and the black patterns on their back, even the reddish and blackish ones, and the yellow plates, and basically yellowish colors on their thagomizers and the whitish underbelly. But don't be worried that the head of this Stegosaurus is rather small, but is a good thing for a herbivore. Gibson had Stegosaurus for a while because, basically I like how the Stegosaurus looks really nice in my opinion. But I do not own it, because I'll keep it in mind, because I will request it on the dinosaur memes. Basically the Stegosaurus will be the greatest dinosaur in the whole world. Basically, this particular dinosaur, like the Stegosaurus, I wish there were some good things like that. But the accuracy, it looks like an older suppression of Stegosaurus. Well, specifically, it is a same Stegosaurus from before. So, anyways, we're gonna bring up a rule, so let's give this a measure. So, turns out from the length of the tip of the snout, tip of the tail spikes, always tip of the head, we're looking at about 6 inches, and which is only at about approximately 15.4 centimeters. And the height, which is on top of the Stegomizer, was only about 3.5 inches, and was only at about 9 centimeters. Now, for comparison, I'm gonna bring up only one Stegosaur, because I do want to bring a Kidlin one, so I'll bring in one with the Safari Stegos. And here is with my older Stegosaurus, the Carnegie 1988 Stegosaurus from Carnegie. And basically, Carnegie is a really good review on this figure, basically because of the Carnegie releases has been resisted. I kind of like the Carnegie, because they both have the same size, but I don't know. But I like how this one's chunkier than the Stegosaurus' much thinner appearance. Now, I have a link in the description if you see the Carnegie Stegosaurus in the below. And for the final rating, and I'll give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. Not bad at all, but most people reviewing this figure because of its old rate Stegosaurus thing. You know, kind of like how this beast is how majestic was. And I hope I will going to get a Stegosaurus from other figures. You know, basically, I got the Kids Land Stegosaurus, which is up here in the science shelf, and the Dead Stegosaurus, which is basically resided with the rest of the masterpieces. I hope I will get all the corpses of, you know, from Collecte, like the Triceratops or Tyrannosaurus. You know, basically, I like how the Stegosaurus looks nice in my opinion, in the details, in the sculpt, and I like how the Raptor was the recent color scheme. Now, I'm going to bring back a link in the description of the Carnegie Stego. You know, 2 of these animals will recently countership with one another. You know, basically, I will like this dinosaur no matter what. If I tell you this is going to be the finest of all. You know, thanks to the Stegosaur family members that resided to members of their species to resided on Earth. You know, basically, once I generally like how the species was resided. You know, I decided that this is a really good review in my opinion. So the next review will end it here. So the next review will be something else on the Safari Limited Trike. Well, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications so you'll never miss the video. And leave a comment below, and I hope you see for another review about the Safari Ltd 2007 Triceratops. Goodbye everyone, and see you all next time.